Morning, all of you. We are starting the 6th chapter now, numerical differentiation. Okay, so this is one of the applications you can say of interpolation. We have done a lot from interpolation so far. We have seen all the operators, their relations, their applications, and Newton's forward difference interpolation, backward difference interpolation, Lagrange's, Newton's divided difference interpolation. Okay, so let us see how these interpolation techniques can be used in finding the derivative of a function if function is not known explicitly. Okay, see, when I write y equal to f of x, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
So when we write y is equal to fx, that means y is explicitly expressed. Explicitly means alone in terms of one variable. Okay. So if you know function, if you know y is equal to x square minus 5x, then you can easily find out its derivative. What is dy by dx in that case? Yes, what is the derivative of x square minus 5x?
2x minus 5.
Yes, 2x minus 5. You can find out one more derivative, d2y by dx square. It is 2. Then next, d3y by dx cube will be 0. So all other derivatives will be 0, right? Because the degree of the polynomial is 2, therefore second degree derivative is a constant number. Okay, and the next derivatives onwards, they will become 0. Here we can easily find out the derivative because we know the function, we know the formula, how to find out the derivative. But if we don't know the function, if I know, if the function is not given explicitly, function is not given explicitly, but we are given x values and y values, then we can find out derivative of that function, derivative value rather, at a particular x value within the range using interpolation technique. Have you understood the approach? What exactly we want to do in this chapter? So we will be finding out dy by dx, d2y by dx square, d3y by dx cube, and so on. But we will restrict ourselves to these many, okay? We can find.
Please take the first slide.
Finished? Yes, Sakshi Zavre, what do you want?
No,
You raised your hand.
it's done by, no, it's done by
Okay, have you finished writing this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yeah. So we will be finding out dy by dx, d2y by dx square, d3y by dx square, and so on. We can have any kind of derivative, okay, any order derivative we can find using this technique. But in our syllabus, we will try to restrict ourselves up to third order derivative, okay. And there are two things in the last lecture also I had explained, I think. See, you are given certain values of x and y, right? x0, x1, x2, x3, x4, y0. Y0 is what? Fx naught. Okay? Y is equal to fx. That means y is explicitly expressed in terms of x, but we do not know what is y. We do not know what is fx. Okay? We know only their values at certain x values. So why not? Then y1 will be f of x1, y2, y3, y4. So we will be given these values. And if I want to find out derivative of the given function at x1, so x1 is present in the table. So there is another formula for that. And if I want to find out the derivative of this function at a value which lies between x0 and xn, okay, it is not actual value given in the table. Suppose आपके x0 है, आपका 1 है, और आपकी last value है, suppose these values are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you wish to find out the derivative at x equal to 1.5 or x equal to 2.5, 3.5, any value which is not in the table, but it is in the range of 1 and 5. It is in between 1 and 5, then you can use interpolation technique. So we have total 12 formulae we want to study. How many? Total 12. See, for dy by dx, we will be having two formulae. One in the table and one in the range, okay. And this we have to do using forward and backward both. So 6 formulae for forward interpolation and 6 for backward interpolation. Do you understand it? Girls, do you understand it? Students, do you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, so we are first starting forward difference formula, okay? We will be using Newton's forward difference interpolation formula to find out dy by dx, d2y by dx square, d3y by dx cube, okay? And the notations which we are been using, we will slightly change them, okay? We will be using x0, y0, x1, y1, x2, y2, and so on. Before we had, I think, these notations, if you remember. For x we used a plus h, a plus 2h, right? Correct? ये यूज किया था हमने. हाँ. And now we will be using, instead of a, I will use x0, x1, x2, and so on up to xn. And for fa, we will be using y0, y1, y2, and so on up to yn. Okay? This I think we have used in case of Lagrange's also. Okay? So just get familiar with the notations. Otherwise, the formula is same. Newton's forward formula is same. Okay? So let us start with this. Derivatives using forward differences. Okay? So we will try to establish, or we will try to derive 6 formulae from this. Okay? So let us start it. Consider, please write with me, consider Newton's forward difference interpolation formula. Are you writing, girls?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
As follows. Okay, so let us write the formula in the way we had written last time. So y is equal to f of x, which is equal to f of a plus hu
घाण करायची.
is equal to f of a plus u delta f of a. Yes, what is the next term? You have given the exam yesterday, so you should be able to remember the formula. Yes, u into
u into u plus 1 u minus 1 upon 2 factorial into delta square f of a plus u into u minus 1 u minus 2 upon 3 factorial into delta cube a
delta
dot
cube f
dot
of
dot
a and
f
so
of
on,
a.
right?
U
So
into
this
u.
is the formula we used to consider, right? Now let us write one more term.
खायला काय करते आज मला?
Mute
तेव्हा माझं
yourself. Aditi,
चालत
mute
नव्हतं.
yourself. Aditi Mahale, mute yourself.
येस मॅम.
So what is u here? What is u here?
X minus A upon X.
Correct. X minus a upon h, and a is the very first value of x in the table. X is the value at which you want to interpolate the things, and h is the interval of differencing. H is equal to interval of differencing, or it is the constant difference between the consecutive values of x. Now I will call this as equation number 1. Okay, call this as equation number 1. Here we are just now going to change the notations. That will be easier for us. Instead of writing in terms of fa, we will be writing it in terms of y naught, yn, etc. Okay, why not only? Because everywhere if you see, your formula is in terms of f of a. Okay, because you use the first row entirely from the difference table. That's why everywhere it is appearing as f of a, delta fa, delta square fa, delta raised to 4 fa, etc. So now I am finished writing this.
Yes.
So in this equation, we are going to substitute a is equal to x naught, and naturally your f of a becomes f of x naught, that is equal to y naught. Okay, substitute a equal to x naught and f of a as y naught in equation 1. Therefore आपका h भी क्या बन जाता है? h becomes x minus a की जगह आएगा x naught upon h. Sorry, u. This is just notation, okay? This is just notation. U will remain as u, okay? Therefore, equation 1 becomes y. On the left hand side, we will write only y now. Okay, y is equal to f of a will become y naught. Okay, see our formula, the first term is f of a. So f of a is nothing but y naught plus u delta f of a की जगह पे क्या आएगा अभी?
Delta y naught.
Delta y naught plus u into u minus 1 upon 2 factorial delta square y naught plus u into u minus 1 into u minus 2 upon 3 factorial delta cube y naught plus u into u minus 1, u minus 2, u minus 3 divided by 4 factorial into delta raised to 4 y naught and so on. This is my equation number 2, where u becomes x minus x naught upon h. Okay. So let us expand these brackets, because without expanding these brackets we cannot find the derivative, right? u into u minus 1, ये पूरा हम expand करेंगे अभी. Tell me as you finish, girls. Done. Okay. So now I am writing on the next page. I am writing the expanded this thing. Okay. So therefore, y is equal to y naught plus u delta y naught as it is, plus third term will become what? U into u minus 1 will become what? U square minus u, right? Upon 2 factorial into delta square y naught plus u into u minus 1 into u minus 2 कितना होगा? देखो u into u minus 1 into u minus 2. U into u minus 1 you already have calculated here. It is u square minus u into u minus 2. So that is equal to u cube. पहले ये u cube आएगा, then ये u square होगा और ये भी u square होगा. So minus u square minus 2u square, that is minus 3u square and plus 2u. Have you understood it? This is just expansion I am doing. U cube minus 3u square plus 2u divided by 3 factorial into delta square y naught. Okay. Delta cube. Sorry. It is delta cube y naught. अभी नेक्स्ट टर्म क्या आएगी? ये u क्यूब माइनस 3u स्क्वायर प्लस 2u है ऑलरेडी आपके पास, इंटू u माइनस 4 ना, u माइनस 3. सॉरी गर्ल्स, आर यू गेटिंग इट?
Yes.
हाँ.
मैम हमने वो y इक्वल्स टू f ऑफ a प्लस h u क्यों लिया?
हाँ देखो विपाशिनी, जब आप u इक्वल टू एक्स माइनस ए अपॉन एच लिखते हो तब x क्या बन जाता है? व्हाट इज x? UH is equal to x minus a, so x becomes a plus HU or UH. Okay?
Yeah.
या तो आगे का ये होगा, देखो ये पूरा ब्रैकेट u क्यूब माइनस 3u स्क्वायर प्लस 2u इंटू u माइनस 3 होगा. डायरेक्टली मैं लिख रही हूँ अभी u4 माइनस 6u क्यूब plus 11u square. You can verify this, okay? Upon 4 factorial delta raised to 4 y naught and so on. So, and you have to write this every time. What is your u? Okay? This is my equation number 3. You can say equation number 3. Now we want to derive. We can derive this. Now tell me, what do you observe here? Y is a function of which variable? Can you tell me? Right now, after this expression, y is a function of which variable, you can say?
U variable.
Exactly. Because there is no x at all, right? On the right hand side. y is totally expressed in terms of u. But what is u? What is u here?
X minus X naught upon X minus X naught
Means
divided
u
by
is a function of which variable? U is expressed in terms of what? X.
X.
X naught is a constant, right? The first value in the table. And h is also a constant, right? So u is going to vary according to x. U is expressed in terms of x. So what you can say here, y is a function of u, right? Y is a function of u and u is a function of x. Yes or no?
X.
So what will be dy by dx? Which rule of derivatives you will use here? फर्स्ट आपको क्या करना होगा, dy by dx आपको ढूंढना है, बट फर्स्ट आपको y को विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू विच वेरिएबल डिराइव करना होगा?
U variable.
Exactly. So you have to derive y with respect to u, so that will become dy upon du, and into you have to derive u with respect to x. So what is this rule called? Chain rule of derivatives, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. Okay. So have you all understood this? Every time while finding the derivative, whether it is first derivative, second derivative, third derivative, you have to use the same formula. You cannot forget this, dy upon du into du upon dx. Okay? Every time you have to do this. Tell me as you finish, because I'm going to erase this part here and we will write the derivative here itself as we have the expression above.
Done, ma'am.
Done. Okay. Now tell me, what is du upon dx? Because dy upon du is going to be a long expression, y is a long expression, but u is a small expression, x minus x naught upon h. So let us first finish with this du upon dx. Multiplication is commutative, so we can do that. So what is du upon dx? See, you can write as x upon h minus x naught upon h. So what is du upon dx? What is derivative of this with respect to x? What is this entire thing? X naught upon h?
Constant.
It is a constant, so its derivative is going to be, what is its derivative? Zero. इसका डेरिवेटिव जीरो आएगा, सिर्फ इस चीज का आपको डेरिवेटिव ढूंढना है विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू एक्स. So it will be constant, that is 1 upon h, and into d by dx of x. What is derivative of x with respect to x?
1.
1. So what is du by dx? 1 upon h. Everyone is following this? Which I can rewrite as du upon dx into dy upon du. So सबसे पहले मैं du upon dx लिख रही हूँ यहाँ पे. du upon dx मेरा आ गया है 1 upon h. and now I will derive the whole y function with respect to u. Can you tell me what is the derivative of y naught with respect to u? What is y naught?
Why not? It is a
Ma'am, it is constant, then it is derivative is 0.
Correct. It's a constant. It doesn't involve any u thing. Therefore, its derivative with respect to u, rather with respect to any variable, is 0. What is the derivative of u times delta y naught?
Delta y naught.
It is only delta y naught. Correct. देखो u वाले सारे टर्म्स छोड़ के जो कुछ बचता है मैं रेड से मार्क करती हूँ उसे. ऑल ऑफ देम आर कॉन्स्टेंट्स. दीज आर कॉन्स्टेंट्स, so they are going to remain in the expression. These are constants, right? You have to derive only u things. Are you getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So what is the derivative of u square minus u?
2u minus 1.
It is 2u minus 1 upon, now 2 factorial will be as it is, delta square y naught will be as it is. Sirf you have to only derive u terms with respect to itself. So next derivative of u cube minus 3u square plus 2u
3u square
minus 6u plus 2 divided by 3 factorial delta cube y naught as it is, plus next is 4u cube minus 18u square plus 22u minus 6, the whole thing divided by 4 factorial into delta raised to 4y naught, plus so on. So you have to calculate some more terms if your data requires it. If your data has only 5 points, then it's okay that you calculate up to delta raised to 4. But if your data has 7 points, तो कहाँ तक आपके differences मिलेंगे? Up to which order you will have delta? Or what will be the maximum order of delta? It will be 6. So you have to extend this formula up to delta raised to 6. Do you understand it? तो आपको 5th टर्म भी कैलकुलेट करनी होगी, 6th भी करनी होगी. We are doing it in general, so we are just stopping at delta raised to 4. But if your problem requires delta raised to 5, delta raised to 6, you have to consider that. Okay? So this is your very first formula. You can call it as D1 if you want. This is not a universal notation. You can use any other notation. Or you can simply say A, B, C, D, E, F, S, A, B. This is your very first formula of first derivative. So using this formula, you can find out derivative of the function at any value which is not actually given in the table, any value of x which is not actually given in the table, but it is in the range of x values. Okay, do you understand this? So you can put a note. Finished writing this?
This is the first formula derivative.
First formula, yes. First derivative formula. dy upon dx. पहला डेरिवेटिव है ये. So directly आपको ये फॉर्मूला यूज करना है. That means you will require difference table always, है ना? आपको पहले difference table बनाना होगा. So without knowing the formula or without knowing the function, you can find out the derivative value at a particular value of x. Finished?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this formula helps to find dy by dx at x, which is not actually in the table, but x lies between, or x lies in the range x0 comma xn. Okay, that is x0 less than x less than xn, and x is preferably at the beginning, क्योंकि हम फॉरवर्ड यूज कर रहे हैं ना. आर यू गेटिंग इट? हाँ, हमने
Yes,
फॉरवर्ड डिफरेंस में भी देखा था कि जब x की वैल्यू शुरू में है तो हम फॉरवर्ड डिफरेंस यूज करेंगे, वैसे ही यहाँ पे भी है डेरिवेटिव. x is preferably, or preferably you use this formula when x is at the beginning. You can rearrange the words, okay? Just try to understand the meaning. So suppose your values are 1, 2, 3, 4 and some values are given here. Okay, you want to find the derivative at 1.5, 2.5, any value actually, which is between 1 and 4, you can make use of forward difference formula. Okay, derivative by forward difference formula. Now see, if I want to find out derivative at 2, so 2 is actually in the table, right? Correct?
yes, ma'am.
I want to find out derivative at 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So 2 is at the beginning of the data. So what I will do, see, usually I am calling this as my x0. This is my x1, x2 and x3. But if any value is given actually in the table, you set this to be your x0. Okay? If it is in the beginning, then we will be focusing on forward difference formula. So we will set this to as x0 and accordingly next differences we will consider. That you will understand in the problem itself what I am saying right now. Okay, just try to understand that now what to do when the actual value is in the table and you want to find out derivative at that value. तो अब हमें क्या करना है? Okay, that we will see now. Okay, right. If we want to find derivative at x equal to x0, so this x0 is not necessarily the very first value in the table. Okay, it's not, which is in the table, which is in the table, which is actually given in the table. In the table. Okay. If we want to find derivative at x equal to x0, then above formula, in above formula, what will happen to u? U is x minus x0 upon h. But what is x here? What is x we are taking?
X0.
So it will become x0 minus x0 upon h, that is 0. U की वैल्यू क्या बन जाएगी? 0 बन जाएगी, समझा? That is, at x equal to x0, u will become 0. जल्दी करो, हमें ये फॉर्मूला खत्म करना है गर्ल्स. 4 minutes are left. Finished writing?
Done, ma'am.
हाँ. So what we will do in this formula, everywhere I will substitute u equal to 0. देखो, I'm marking it in red. u equal to 0 substitute करना है हमें. u equal to
Slide 1. Last slide.
हाँ दिखाती हूँ, एक मिनट. यहाँ पे पहले देखो, u equal to 0 डालने के बाद क्या होगा? This doesn't contain u, the very first term. ये ऐसी ही रहेगी. यहाँ पे u डालने से क्या होगा? -1/2 डेल्टा स्क्वायर y नॉट, है ना? समझा क्या? सी योर फॉर्मूला. u डालने से ये टर्म्स कैंसिल हो जाएंगी आपकी. u इक्वल टू 0 सब्स्टिट्यूट करने से क्या होगा? These terms will get cancelled. So you are left with -1/2 here. Here it will be +2/3 factorial, that is +2/6. So +2/6 is 1/3. This will become -6/24. That will reduce. That will be reduced to 1/4. Okay. Are you getting me? So just substitute u equal to 0 in equation D1. So substitute u equal to 0 in equation D1. Therefore, dy upon dx, but we will write it as, at the bottom we will specify it is x equal to x naught. So 1 upon h delta y naught minus half delta square y naught plus 1/3 delta cube y naught minus 1/4 delta raised to 4 y naught. So next term would be 1 upon 5 delta raised to 5 y naught minus 1 upon 6 delta raised to 6 y naught, and so on. This is your D2 formula. Formula number 2. Have you understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Now when actually we want to find out derivative, suppose जैसे कि मैंने कहा डेटा 1 2 3 4 है, तो it doesn't mean that I will use this formula only when I want to find out derivative at 1. If I want to find out derivative at 2 also, then also I will set this as my x naught, and accordingly I will set my delta कौन सा लेना है, डेल्टा स्क्वायर कौन सा लेना है. तो ऐसे वाले प्रॉब्लम्स हम करेंगे. ओके. It is the formula which you can apply whenever the particular value lies actually in the table. तो आप उस वैल्यू को x नॉट सेट करो. ओके. और फिर आगे कैसे डिफरेंसेस लेने हैं वो प्रॉब्लम में समझाऊंगा. So I think we can stop here. We will continue with the second derivatives in the next.